Good morning everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are making cold Vaporub cream as fall is approaching and it's gonna get cold in many parts of US and many parts of around the world. So to save them from cold, cough, sore throat and all of that, and what better way to do naturally. So we are going to talk about this very wonderful essential oil. It is called the eucalyptus oil. Now for those of you who don't know what eucalyptus really means, eucalyptus oil is obtained from the fresh leaves of the tall evergreen eucalyptus tree, and we also call it as a fever tree, blue gum tree, stringy bark tree. Depends on what part of the world it is located. So the eucalyptus oil has many different medicinal properties. That's why we use it in a lot of our creams, our antibiotic cream, our Vaporub cream, itch cream, and also exfoliating cream as well. So let's go one by one. The first thing that comes into my mind is the eucalyptus oil is a heavy antiseptic for your cuts, burns, abrasions, sores and wounds. So that is the antiseptic property because it has the antiseptic quality according to the germicidal quality. So the next thing that comes to mind is the respiratory problems. Why are we using it in a Vaporub? What is causing when we get that cold? The respiration really suffers, especially at night when we are laying down and our body is flat. So the eucalyptus oil is a great tool to use in many of our Vaporub creams as a respiratory agent. So it also helps with cough, cold, sore throat, strep throat, runny nose, asthma, bronchitis and sinusitis. It is also very well used in many pharmaceutical industries as well. And most of the infections that we are fighting today is due to inflammation, right? So that is why anything that ends with TIS, it is based on the inflammation like sinusitis or arthritis, any of that. But now coming back to the respiratory issues, so eucalyptus oil, how does this even help? Because it has all of this antiviral, antifungal, antimicrobial, antibacterial and anti-inflammatory properties, not to mention the decongestant properties that we can add on to our Vaporub. So it is going to act as a humidifier inside your body, and it is going to create a lot of steam in the body and get the vapor out, and that's how it has a healing property for our respiratory problems. There are other benefits of essential oil like eucalyptus oil that goes very well with muscle pains, mental exhaustion and internal and intestinal germs. So we are just going to look at the Vaporub part of it, and let me show you how to make your own cold Vaporub. Alright, now we are getting ready to make our Vaporub cream for our cold, cough, sore throat, runny nose, anything. So the ingredients are very simple. This is olive oil, and I have taken the beeswax. So you always have to add on with the carrier oil so we can make a very nice healthy cream. We never use it just like that plain ingredient. And we are also going to use eucalyptus oil. We just talked about that, and rosemary. As you know, rosemary is also very high in antifungal and antiviral as well, not to mention the infection fighting illnesses properties it has. So my pan is a little hot right now. We're going to keep it in low heat, and I'm going to pour in my beeswax. It's going to be sticky, but we are going to pour olive oil right away so it doesn't burn the beeswax. Or you can do olive oil first and you can do your beeswax next. And I'm going to stir it really nicely. You just have to keep it in very low heat. Alright, I have taken my pan out of the stove, and I have kept like a ice cold water in a plate, and then I'm just putting it so it will get solidified faster. As you can see, you can still see all the wax forming really quickly, and maybe it's another 20-30 minutes before it becomes like a wax kind of consistency, and at that point we'll be adding our essential oils. Alright, it's been only 15 minutes and you can already see like it's like a wax. Now is the time that's cooled down and we can start adding our essential oils. So I'm going to add 25 drops of eucalyptus oil. We already talked about the medicinal properties of eucalyptus, and 25 drops of rosemary. So, okay. If you have a dropper, you can use a dropper as well. I have done it so many times, so I don't need a dropper. I kind of know my measurements. And rosemary. You can always play around with these oils. Like sometimes if you think like 25 is a little too much for you, you don't need to do 25. You can just stop at 10 or 15. and some people like to use a little bit more. So it's totally up to the way you can handle it. So I'm just mixing it really well, like a little stir. And the best place to store it is in a glass jar or in a Pyrex jar or in your glass mason jar. So I will be transferring it. Once it cools down even more, I'll be transferring it to my mason jar. If you like this video, please do subscribe to my channel, and I'm coming back with more health news.